Alright, welcome to a Mark Reviews how-to with one of the most complicated repairs I've had to do on my sprinkler system, and I'm hoping everything goes smoothly. First things first, when you're dealing with sprinklers, you want to excavate the area, right? And I probably went a little overboard on this, did more than I needed to. There was a sprinkler box covering this section here, and what you have, this is the main sprinkler line over here that comes in from the street, and really from the front yard, and it loops over here. And this electrical cord right here goes to that control box in the garage that turns on these two stations. Now, you may notice this third station is not even attached and never has been. I think this backyard was, it was installed in here with the idea that there would be a third station, but there are only two. And the problem is, I turned on the sprinklers the other day to wet the grass to put some fertilizer on it, as I showed you in a previous how-to video, and this valve developed a crack. So I've already pre-loosened these with a channel lock wrench, which is one of these, okay? So I already pre-loosened these, and I'm just screwing this the rest of the way off here, okay? And the idea, I think that's as far as it goes, so the idea should be now, you can just take off the offending piece. There'll be some water in there, I'm sure. Well, here's part of the problem. There's a little rubber gasket sticking out, but when I turned this on, it was spraying water. So this is the piece that I replaced last year. I just talked about at BJ Plumbing Supply, and in the Mark Reviews places I just did, that I purchased this thing at Home Depot last year for like 25 bucks. And it failed after 1 year of use. So I went to BJ Plumbing Supply and I said, look, I want a permanent solution here. I don't use this station. What can I do? Look at how hammered that rubber gasket is. And they gave me one of these. This is just an end cap to plug this hole with. And all that it requires, this is a beautiful thing, instead of putting another valve in here, I'm just going to screw this in as if it's another valve, and I will tighten that more in a second. Same thing on this side. Now you don't really need it on this side, right? I pointed out the water's coming in from this angle right here, and then it continues on to the rest of the yard, but it comes in, so the water's coming this direction and would move that way through these different stations. So this one right here is where the water would exit, and I don't believe that there is actually any water coming this direction, but for good measure, I'm going to cap this thing off here in case we want to use these pipes in the future or something like that. Okay, so get your channel lock wrench just for good measure. Make sure it's nice and tight. And again, this side doesn't matter nearly as much as this side does. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. And that's it. So each one of these caps was about $2. So we're talking a difference 10 times as much for one of these that I wasn't even using and sprung a leak 2 years in a row, and for less than $5 I have now hopefully permanently solved my problem. So now all that's left would be to kind of rebuild the area around here that the box rests on, and eventually then put the box back on, cover that up, and put all my sod back in around here with all the dirt that goes with it. Okay, so as I said, one of the most complicated repairs I've ever had to do for my sprinklers, but ultimately not too bad. And I did all the prep work before I started the video. Okay, that'll do it for this Mark Reviews how-to. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified when I post new videos. And check out some of the videos I've already done over here. Leave your comments in the section below. Is there a how-to or any other kind of review that you would like to see me do on this channel? And I will try to answer your request. Subscribe!